Hey, what's up, people? Pizowell here, and today I want to talk to you about 1982's Alone in the Dark, as requested by my buddy, Al from Russia. Now, I've been aware of the film Alone in the Dark for many, many years. I just never took the time to actually sit down and watch the film until just today. And Alone in the Dark is noteworthy for a couple of reasons. The first one being the fact that it was the very first produced feature film from New Line Cinema. Before New Line became the house that Freddie built, and long before New Line brought us the Lord of the Rings trilogy, it all started with Alone in the Dark. The film is also noteworthy for its cast. The film stars Dwight Schultz, Dutch from the A-Team, as the new hire down at the local mental health facility known as The Haven. And he's been brought in to work with some rather dangerous patients, or voyagers, as the unorthodox founder of The Haven, played by Donald Pleasance, calls the men on the third floor. The most dangerous voyagers consist of, but are not limited to, Jack Palance, who plays a former military man, and Martin Landau, a former minister known for his fiery sermons. And by fiery, I mean he likes to set churches on fire while the congregation is inside. The third floor crew, which also consists of a serial killer called the Bleeder and a hefty pedophile, decide that they're going to break out of the Haven one night and drop by and pay a visit to the new doctor and his family. However, instead of bringing a meatloaf or, a chocolate cake in order to make them feel all welcome, they decide to bring instead knives, a baseball bat, a pistol, and a crossbow. Nothing says welcome to the neighborhood like having a bolt from a crossbow fired through your front door. And it was right around the midway point in Alone in the Dark that I started to kick myself for not having given this movie a chance a long time ago. First and foremost, I love the performances in this film, particularly from Donald Pleasance and Martin Landau. Pleasance plays the complete antithesis to Dr. Loomis in this film. Pleasance's character here greets people with big hugs and smokes dope in his office. His approach to therapy is very unorthodox, to say the least. Now, he doesn't claim that anyone is pure evil or has the devil's eyes. However, he does threaten to cut one of his voyagers in half. Now, that explains the opening dream sequence. Landau is so gleefully insane in this movie. He's constantly running around spouting scripture about the Lord's vengeance and calling people blasphemer or fornicator. His crazy person cackle is also a thing of beauty. And while writer-director Jack Shoulder could have easily taken the film down the path of just another slasher movie, Alone in the Dark has this kind of offbeat appeal to it. And there's a heck of a lot more going on in Alone in the Dark than just slashings and a body count. The movie seems to walk a tightrope between silliness and seriousness the whole time. And while the film sometimes leans one way or the other, it manages to maintain this very nice balance throughout. Alone in the Dark provides plenty of both fun and effectively creepy moments. For instance, when the Bleeder dons a stolen hockey mask, as you can see over my shoulder, and takes a garden trowel to a random guy's throat. Or when Fatty the child molester tries to talk Schultz's young daughter into taking him to her bedroom, telling her, "We can have lots of fun in there." Whew. Alone in the Dark is a well-written movie, giving us just enough time with the doctor and his family and the third floor crew to establish all of them quite sufficiently, and we get some really nice lines of dialogue, such as, "There's no crazy people here. We're all just on vacation." Or, "So what, they're crazy? Isn't everybody?" The pacing is on point. There's plenty of moments of suspense. All of the performances all around were very good, I thought, and we get some nice twists and turns, particularly toward the end of the film. The movie actually goes out on a hopeful, strangely kind of uplifting note. Keep an eye out for small roles from the late Steve Dash and Lynn Shay, and also take note of the town in which Alone in the Dark is set. Springwood. I wonder how far away the Haven is from Elm Street. Overall, I thoroughly enjoyed Alone in the Dark, and I highly recommend it. If you've not seen the film, by all means, go out and watch Alone in the Dark. Huge shout out to my buddy Al from Russia for recommending that I review Alone in the Dark. I definitely should have given this film a shot many years ago, but hey, better late than never. And again, thank you, Al. I definitely appreciate it. If you've seen Alone in the Dark, please let me know your thoughts on the film down in the comments section below. If you like this video, please leave it a thumbs up and share it on social media. If you're not following me on social media, those links are in the description. As always, thanks so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Take care, and until next time, peace. A big thank you to all my awesome Patreon supporters. I appreciate your generosity and support of my channel. Become a patron today and join me for monthly live streams and have a say in what movies I review on my channel. Patreon.com/pizowell or follow the link in the description. Say hello to the internet, Jeremy.
Hello to the internet.